Okay, I'm back now. So I guess I was talking all that time and nobody was hearing me. Um, I'm playing the Stanley Parable, and I had to do my little game booster thing so I could, you know, not have any loss of frames or anything. So basically, whatever you heard before is now having to be repeated.
This is the
So
story of a man named Stanley.
I'm gonna play
Stanley
this
worked for
game.
a company in a big
I
building
like
where he was
brain
employee
games,
number
some the
427.
kind of brain teaser
Employee
type
number
stuff, or
427's
things that have a
job
story or
was
plot.
simple.
I
He
play
sat at his
DCUO. I
desk
love
in room
DCUO, but
427,
sometimes I
and
like
he
to have
was
something,
working on the keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did.
Okay. So now, what I was doing before is came out of the office. Wait, did I check this other door? I don't know why, but I feel like I need to check the doors. Nope, can't go in there.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Ah, thank you for the clue there, Jeeves. Okay, I don't normally play with mouse and keyboard, although this I'm using the stupid pad mouse thing on my laptop. I'm not very good with that. Is that the meeting room? Perhaps it is. Is that it? No? Or is that just more offices? Hey, deuces. Let me know if the quality's cool, man, because I don't know if it's coming out right or not. 417. Where's the meeting room at? Somebody spilled some coffee on the floor. Y'all better clean that up, man. Making a mess. They ain't taking it out of my check. That's coming out your check. That's what they always say. Oh, wait. I think that's it. Isn't that it? No, that's not it.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, but when you say laggy, is it like doing that, d- like stutter kind of? He said going on the left, but I want to go to the right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Really? That's all. I'm gonna give me a Coke and some chips. Dang it, man! I hate when it does that. Know how to fix it? Do you know how to fix that? Cause I don't know how. Maybe I could just turn the what you call it down. But that's gonna require me.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
They paint rooms this color because psychologically, it's
Yes.
psychologically
Really,
it's
really worth
makes
it
you
being here
calm.
in the room. A room so utterly captivating.
Let me see if I can fix this. I don't know if it's gonna work while I'm doing it. You know what? I think I won't. Oh man, don't get yourself bad, dude. Let me see if that helped. I don't know if it did. Just Twitter me the word and out. Okay, so it's a nice little break room. Can I go get me a drink? Let me see. Can I get a drink? Man, I can't get no drink. Hey, but you know what? Like, I just noticed something. It's like, they said talked about going to the meeting room and all that, but it don't look like people just went to the meeting room. It looks like they either moved out or somebody left or something happened.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
See what I can keep choosing not to do. I don't know if I want to go in there, though.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Nobody in this room.
There was not a single person
I knew
in
it.
the
I knew it.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office.
Is it still
He
laggy?
might find an answer there.
Oh, see, okay. Using slides to assure employees that everything is okay, everyone is unique. You most of all. Huh. Work harder, hard worker. Number of slides on this slide. Dang. Wait, what does it say we need? Less reviews. I want to get rid of the death sport portion in the primary review schedule, but I think that's a stupid idea. More water cooler here's. Charts need to be more hip to appeal to teenage demographic. Find teenagers to put in teenage demographic. Big net. Some sort of child trap? What the heck are they talking about? Throw something in the ideas bin. Or what? More bin, 10 or more bins, trash cans. 20 renaming the ideas, something 30 fixing of me. Ideas bin, I don't know. What? Shoot your slide has a slick blue graphic in the area. Throw some bevel on all the text. This will ensure a calm and productive work environment. Yeah. money, more money, things, but with money to buy more things, grabs about things and money. So far, I don't see there's any other like real controls other than opening doors and stuff. Radio is charts on the same slide to pick the same information. Oh shoot. To do synergize, core value, expenditure, shift, low market, parade, monetize, free to play. Monetize, free to play. Oh, that's hilarious. Is this a? Oh, really? Is this a game company? Wait, what does it say on that board? Push for funding, what? For R&D of new coffee machine. Get Chris out of the broom closet. Ongoing. Hire someone to synergize papers. Papers are too synergized. Fire paper guy. Hire somebody to fire the paper synergized guy. Ooh, my desk. Please keep the targets on the topic of what? And why is that? Oh, okay, it looked like blurred out. The future was yesterday, tomorrow is now. Tomorrow, complete today's unfinished agenda items right and what? Reflect. I have a feeling there's something on here that like gives us a clue to the story. Or maybe it's just random stuff they wrote that if you read it, you'll find something funny on it. Do not alter whiteboard manager. Oh, whiteboard manager. That's hilarious. Ah, come on, dude. Oh, keyboard games, I can't stand them. Oh, what's his name's in the broom closet, isn't he? Wait. Should I go in there? I don't know if I should go in there.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Wait.
There was nothing here, no choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Should I go downstairs? I think I should. Dude, ain't gonna jump out at me, is it? Why is that car running? Man. Shoot, I feel like someone's gonna jump out at me.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all?
That's kind of
That
crazy.
made any logical sense.
That is
And
kind
as
of crazy.
Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
Exactly, that's what I was saying, dude.
Automatically behind him wherever he went. And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming! he yelled. "This is all a dream." Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer,
Well,
an explanation.
If he's dreaming, then why are you narrating it?
Actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
What
He
the?
imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up.
What?
Why was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice
Is it still doing that? Is it still lagging?
by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course,
It's because, you know, I got kids, so,
was Stanley simply deceiving
you know, I'm thinking if they get on and they decide they want to watch me, I want them to be able to watch and not see a whole bunch of, you know.
He is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
Oh, really?
Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to
Oh,
Stanley.
man.
After all,
Is it my voice just, like,
this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the
Okay,
bed
I'm gonna
on his
try
back,
some.
the press of the mattress on his back.
Okay, so, yeah. Ah! This stupid thing always does that. Now I got it. Okay. Watch, now tell me.
It's all I want.
Tell me my voice is echoing now. I bet it's not.
My wife and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
I bet I still don't got no feet.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up.
Told you.
Stanley, I have a boss, I have an office, I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real, I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Dang, again?
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy.
Is it still echoing now?
Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Okay, I think I'm gonna reset some settings and I'm gonna have to come right back. So just hold on, bear with me.